Goodness gracious, are we finally live? My goody gumdrops, that took an age. Wow. My laptop decided that it's time to do every single update imaginable. And that was quite debilitating to even just the mere thought of a live stream. Um, Good evening. Hello to everyone not watching. um, I am just getting the link for to share, and I'm going to paste it in a few places quickly, and then we will begin. You can have a look at the beautiful circle that is currently on the screen. Notice how round it is, and just like life, seems like it has no end and seems like it has no beginning, but it definitely does. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of waiting for things to open. As you know, on the side is my workstation with all of the windows that I need. That's how it looks like I'm turning to the side the whole time. But yeah, I'm just sending the link so that I can at least notify the socials that this live thing is happening. I'm sure there is a way to pre-program that link so that I don't need to do what I'm doing right now. But I have not figured it out yet. So, whoopsie. While I wait for things to open on that side, today we are going to be doing the flag of the Comores. I think this flag will be too small, just like yesterday's flag. And we're going to have to go to Wikipedia to just get a better version of it. Yes. Yeah, I was supposed to do a shoot today at work. So how it works at work, we have like this cool studio set up where we can shoot any sort of product photography. That I don't do. That is done by this in-house team of creatives called Bright Brown. I work separately from them, so they do other things to what I do. So yeah, we have this cool studio there. We have a nice kitchen where we shot things at earlier in the year. But this current shoot that we're working on, I don't know what it is with this guy. It's with a guy that's in one of the other teams in the company, and it's just like the shoot is doomed. It got postponed again today. What was this country's name again? It is the Comores. So we will have a look over here on Wikipedia, which I'll bring over now from the side so you can see what I'm doing. Okie dokes. Let's. Oh, this is honestly becoming like fun with flags. Like Sheldon Cooper, I was going to say, let's read a little bit about the country, but I'm not going to do that. You can do that on your own time, because I feel like people are going to honestly think that this is a parody of that show. I won't only the things on the channel not always going to be flag based. Um, so yeah. Um, whoa, that is a ginormous. That is a ginormous ad. I'm only seeing this now. So the actual post or encyclopedia entry only starts here. That is the entire screen. Look, Wikipedia is obviously a worthy candidate to donate to, but wow, we joke about publications being like 60-70% ad and about 30-40% content, but that takes the cake. You saw me experience that. We experienced that together. Jeez Louise, that is massive. Anyway, that's not why we here. Goeie genigtig. That was crazy big. What did I just do now? Shift Control T, the savior of anyone that catches on nonsense like I just did with a tab that you closed by accident. Why can I not save this flag? What's happening? Oh my. I just want the... okay, there, I see the... I already clicked to save those. I'm just going to grab the PNG. Let's go to my... It's very chaotic here today. But things are about to calm down. Where did the file download to? I start working hybrid from tomorrow. So I'm going to work from home. No, man, I don't want the SVG. I want... oh, okay. Never mind. I see that I did a thing yesterday that it is saving into a folder that is right under my nose. Sorry, I've already forgot what I was talking about like a few seconds ago. I have the mind of a goldfish. I actually haven't even shared the link onto Instagram yet, which is my main sort of focus with regards to social media. So you can see me change it live. Let me just bring up my control panel here again. Just minimize and close a few stuff. Okay. Ugh, Instagram is being ruined by Meta. It's so sad. It's so sad. It was, for a fleeting moment, one of the best social media platforms around. Live, finally! Where's the red dot? I know my posture is terrible. I know. I will fix it now. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Admin out of the way. So you can see I'm slowly building things. I'm using these first few live streams to just get into the swing of things again, because I have live streamed before, but they were even more disorganized than this. It was like gaming sort of things, and you'll see that things will update slowly over time because I want to get to a space where it's like actually entertaining and not just me ambling on about random topics. Anyway, okay, so welcome again to the stream. I don't have backing music or anything like that. I'm actually going to turn off the fan because you're probably hearing it go. Okay. So what we are doing today, we are going to be doing the flag of the Comores. It's quite, I think this is one of the most exciting flags I've seen in a while. It is very reminiscent of our own flag here in South Africa. Lots of bright colors. I think it literally has the same color set as our flag. Obviously, not the exact same colors, but the South African flag does have red, it does have blue, it does have. Let me just hoy this in here quickly. So the South African flag is this one prominently right at the start of this flag back artwork. How is my lips? My throat dries so quickly. So it's got the green, it's got the red, it's got the blue, it's got the yellow, it's got the white. It just does not have the black. So I think that is one of the few flags out there that has as many colors as ours. So, okay, I'm not going to just work and not explain what I'm doing. So yesterday we created the flag for Burundi. And just a quick summary of what this whole shebang is. I've want to make all the flags of all the countries in the world and just have it available on Shutterstock and Adobe Stock to download. Obviously selling it there. And yeah, that's what this project is. I've been doing it for way too long because I always just, if I'm like really, really bored, it is the project that I work on. So what better project to test the very technical live streaming aspect of things with this project. So this was the flag that we did yesterday. So this file gets saved as a EPS, a legacy EPS for Adobe Illustrator version 10. And then that's the file that goes online to Shutterstock and Adobe Stock, and that is what you, the customer, will then buy if you are buying this. So obviously Shutterstock and Adobe Stock as a whole is changing very rapidly over the last while. It's not only flat images anymore. It's not only just videos. The type of videos and the size and quality of videos, it's just expanding. I myself shot some 4K just test stuff today in the absence of the shoot that we were going to do. And if even me, a pleb that has like this very scant setup, can shoot in 4K already, what's to say what the guys at the top with the best gear are dabbling with now already? I don't even want to think about all the crazy sort of camera setups and camera sizes and camera qualities that the upper echelons are playing with that will eventually filter down to us. But it's not only your photos, your videos, your music, or all those things, all of those things Objects does. But it's a lot of 3D models as well. But it's not just 3D models for the sake of 3D models. It's 3D models because of the boom of AR and VR. So it's a very specific type of 3D model that I'm not even utilizing correctly yet. on my 3D marketplace stuff that I sell. Um, but it's just crazy how much it's booming so fast. Uh, you as a creative have to keep up. You have no choice but to keep up, to learn UX. Like I'm busy like translating the design skills that I have over this 15, 16 year period of time that I've been in corporate and working, and changing it ever so slightly to fit into like a UX sort of a platform. And yeah, it's just it's very exciting, but it's also super daunting, because especially if you work in corporate and like retail corporate, where I am in right now, uh, I do exciting work, and it's like crazy that um, the work that I do is like my actual job. It feels unfair that it is at times. It is obviously tiring when it's like a busy season that's busy happening, and there's like during Black Friday, for instance, there's almost it's about 60, 70 videos that I end up doing, if not way more. Smaller cutoffs and things like that that come along the way. That's just videos, not like including all the other things that comes with a big project like that. So it's really fun, but it also has its hard times as well. And why do I feel that this working with me live stream has suddenly become into like um, a very sharing moment? Let me just check on the YouTubes what's happening here. Okay, there's a couple of people that stopped by. Um, Hello to the other person that is watching. I know the one person is Shante. Shante. Sorry, she's my girlfriend, and not. I'm struggling to pronounce her name correctly after so many years. Anyway, that's a discussion for another day. Shante. Yeah, we are busy with the flag of the Comores. We have imported a PNG from Wikipedia, and we will now analyze what we have to do. So with flags like these, we're not going to like center the flag in the middle of the screen, because you're going to be losing a very important detail of the crescent and the stars over here. So with flags like these, like with the American flag, I still have to do with the Spanish flag that has like an emblem or something towards the corner or veering off to one side. It's going to be a bit trickier when it's on the right hand side, because I think there was one that was like that. I can't remember which one, but it's just way easier when it's on the left, because then all you do is you just bring it around about here, and then you will sort of mm, I'll see sort of where, like, I just want to make sure that the crescent stays in here. So I think that's enough white space around that the flag is going to work out. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a call and keep it like that. I will see afterwards if I'm going to regret my mistake. First things first, let's save. We will call this one Camors. That is how you spell it, eh? Oof. I can always just change it afterwards. Camors alone. Just checking all of my meters and things. Is my voice sounding nice and smooth? I hope that the audio is sorted. Okay, so this is fairly easy. You know what? I'm going to have to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to see how far I can push. I can push the size here, because I want my bars to obviously fill the. Okay, I'm going to create Alt click on the new. I'm going to say BKG. I'm going to move it to the back here. I'm going to just put this in another container so that it can. Okay, so we got our background now. So we can work in. Let's just turn this into a template. Double click, say template. Don't want to dump the images. So now we lock that. So we've got our background. Okay, I was about to stress there now. had a little blip. But the laptop's actually been behaving itself after taking freaking 2 hours to start the stream. Okay. So we can work in and still see what we're doing. So I'm just going to zoom in here. And make sure we're in the right layer. And we're just going to just do that quickly. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm sorted over here. Make sure that I'm sorted over here. And then just Control Y quickly. I'm swallowing my words, aren't I? Because I usually do this without commenting on it. I just gooi. So I'm going to duplicate this down. I'm actually going to just change something quickly. I'm just going to temporarily put a border on here. Then I'm going to alt click. Oh, my smart guide's not on. Let's go have a look. My smart guides are not on. That's probably needed it for something, so I can kill this because that's what I was struggling with. Because if your smart guides are on, then wait. Why does that seem like it's not in the right place now? Let's check. That's a bit better. So if your smart guides are on, you press V to bring up your move tool, you keep in Alt, click, and then your smart guides will tell you when you have reached the border. So I duplicated that, and I'm going to press Control D twice to duplicate it twice more, just to check how we're looking here. And then I'm just going to select all of them and then just come all the way in here and just go out just to make sure that I'm in line with my ellipse, my circle. Then I'm going to select the top one. It's already the yellow, but I would, if it was maybe a different color, I would come here, I would select it, I would press I to bring up the eyedropper tool and change the color. I'm going to be doing that for the other colors. And then I'm going to be selecting them. We're just going to keep in Alt. I just need to go past here. And then I'm just going to go all the way like that. So those are our stripes sorted. Let's select them. Oh, sorry. Alt click, just call that stripes, just for organizing sake. This isn't going to matter in the end when we get into the actual big file. But yeah, so our stripes are sorted. Now we have this triangle shape over here. Excuse me. So I'm not actually going to create a triangle. I'm just going to check something quickly. I'm going to create a square. Gonna let it hit the bottom there. Going to take it to the corner. Going to bring it into where that green starts. I'm going to just zoom in here quickly. Then I'm going to go P for pen tool. Going to add another point. And I'm going to go to the intersect point over there. And I am going to go out of... I forget what this mode is called. I just remember the shortcut. It's like X-ray mode or something like that. And I will... So I pressed A. So if you press V, you can select your entire shape. If you press A, you can go in and select points. But I should have actually pressed P to get to my pen tool. And then when you hover over your point, you can either add more or you can delete. And that is what I'm going to do. So our flag is nearly done, but we have still a few steps to go for this specific flag. I am going to just alt create another layer here. We are going to call it crescent, and we are going to freeze. We're going to lock that layer, and we are going to zoom in over here. We're going to have to move this whole flag across eventually, because we obviously want the crescent to be inside the our circle, our ellipse that is our guide for our little round shaped flag that we have made our template. So for the ellipse, it's fairly simple. I'm sure you've seen the, I'm not going to say irritating, but I said this a bit yesterday, tutorials and stuff online. I've done it myself too on like Instagram, because that's what the cool kids are doing, right? Where everything is sped up. It's very demoralizing because it can literally be like hours of work, like days, hours of work smashed into a 60-second time period. And then when you go attempt the same thing, I know you're supposed to know that, it obviously takes skill to do anything. But then, like, you've been working maybe on something for like, I don't know, sometimes for 5 minutes, and then you're like, I want to be perfect at it immediately. Or sometimes for an hour, and you're like, is this what I've made in this time? So, yeah, I'm sure you've seen things like this in videos like that. So I'm going to make this circle white. You can't see it because we are in the X-ray mode. And then I'm just going to press V, and I'm going to keep in Alt and hover over where the circle is. And then it's not a perfect crescent. Otherwise, it would have been able to fit in there. But we're just going to Alt bring this down. And then we are going to cookie cut this out. So I'm going to select. There are a few ways to do this, but where is the Pathfinder? Sorry, my plosives are sometimes quite loud. I forget how close I am. So I've brought up the Pathfinder. So usually with things like this, I don't even need to explain the modes. If you are even a little bit into these things, they are self-explanatory. So for the shape that I want to do here, I am going to take the minus front. So I'm going to make sure that I select this one first. Then I select the second one. I click that, and then I have my crescent. Boom. Crescent sorted. Now we are going to do the staircase. This looks like a normal 5-point star. And now I'm just going to go have a look in my folder quickly. If I have any other flags that I finished. Oh, this finished folder is a bit of a mess. I need to update it and sort it out. It's not really sorted out that well. Just have a look here. I should have opened the solo, not the group. When I initially did the Union Jack, that was a bit of a schlep. Oh, this isn't the right star that's here. The star that's here is a normal. It's a normal. Yeah, it goes in a bit. Okay, I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to go to the star tool, and we're just going to alt click here, say star, and we're going to zoom in a little bit, and we are going to create our star just a little bit next to it. I'm just going to press, and so it's 5 points. Now we need to tweak the settings. Let's try again. What do we need to tweak? I know, oh man, there was a shortcut that you can use to change the settings there, but I don't remember it, and I'm not going to Google it now. I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to give you one little bit of advice. Never, and I repeat, never feel bad when you need to Google something to find out how to do something. Everybody does it. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, I would even say, I would insist on doing it. So even if you did know how to do something, Googling it will just galvanize what you know about that topic. And you will be better off. Oh man, this is such a... I really don't like... I don't like drawing stars, and I don't like working with stars either. I know there's probably just a few whatevers I need to go over, like tutorials and stuff to just get better at it, but there's only so much time. I've got so many Domestika courses that I've actually bought with cash monies that I just don't get to finish because it's just no time. So you can obviously see I am trying to just match this as best as I can. And the only thing I'm going to do is press A, just bring this down by 1 pixel. Yes, I did just move something by 1 pixel. It happens. And I will bring this down. And then maybe this down. I would say that is looking like we're about to go to Caltex and we are going to buy ourselves a solid fish and chips. That star is looking Caltex quality. Yeah, let's get it duplicated. And remember that thing, you probably won't because I'm talking so much bully in between. But I'm going to duplicate this all the way down, and we're going to... It should be spaced equally apart, so we should be able to do it. So this is what I currently have. So let me just get out of there because it's a lot of wireframes and things. So this is what we currently have, and we need to get the other stars. So I'm just going to zoom in again. Excuse me. I'm going to just delete that guide. I don't have any errand guides hanging around. So we are going to just click and drag. I think that should be fine. Then if you press Control D, it should duplicate to the next spot, and Control D should repeat it. We Control Y out of there, and we have our flag of the Comores ready to insert into the flag format that we have. Let's just do this in this mode though, because we want that crescent inside the circle. So let us get this. Oh no, let me just check. Did I move that circle now? Just undo a bit. Okay, there we go. Let's just lock the ellipse in. I was going to be moving forever there because the ellipse was part of my selection that I selected there. Let's just go all the way in here. You can also press Alt and go with your middle mouse button to zoom in and out. Press space and your left click and you will have the hand tool. So let's move this. I am happy with that. Let's just check. Keeping in shift, pressing right twice. Not right twice, left twice. I tell you what, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to create another new layer. I'm going to call it backup. You see, I'm just lazy enough that I work in a very clever way that I don't need to do, that I don't need to repeat things over and over. Although if you maybe know a shortcut that I don't know in Illustrator and I did something the long way around, you're probably rolling your eyes at me now. I'm gonna group this together. Let's delete this and then duplicate this. Control C, Control F. Put this on top of that. Then, sorry, I'm doing this all in wireframe. Just I made a bit of a boo-boo here. So before I do my shape cutting, I'm just going to select these layers in here and just get them. There we go. That's a bit better. And this green one must also, what am I catching on here? This green one must also be moved. Oh no, I'm just gonna have to do a bit of a cheap maneuver here quickly so that I don't have that space missing. Just quick and easy. Just gonna merge these together. Where is my merge? What am I doing? Okay, let's just bring this in here. Let's try it again. Much better. Okay, so now our circle should work fine now. Let's see. There we go. Let's just check that everything is hunky-dory up there. Everything's hunky-dory down there. So I select the top ellipse. I select our group with all the details in it. Please don't embarrass me. Control 7. Our flag is done. But the green is a little bit oorag to the, it's a bit too much to the right. If you know what I mean. Oh. Let me go have a look at the flag, see how I feel. Let me see how I feel. Let's just go out here quickly. Where is the flag? Oh, okay. How do I feel about this? What did I do with the South African flag? Let me have a look. You see the South African flag, because this triangle doesn't complete, it sort of does, it would have ended in around about the same spot that this is ending here. Huh. I'm going to put it in, I'm going to tentatively save this because I have the backup. I have this, the backup of the entire flag should I need it. I'm going to press Control C, going to go back here, going to open up my group template. And I'm going to open up my where is it? My document. That's the tags document, not the assistant document. I think it's here. Here we go. It is opened up on this side. It is here. But that way you can see what I'm doing. So let's go into flag. Make sure we select it properly. Press Control F. It should paste correctly, but I'm going to work slightly differently from how I worked yesterday. I'm going to paste the flag into all of their positions, and then from here I'm going to go second flag, the coordinates. Where's the transform panel? Just give me a second again. I will bring that back. There it is. I keep forgetting where I put that when I'm working in the single view. Okay. Yeah. So we will now pop the coordinates in, and then it should just magically go to where it needs to be. This is a way faster way for the template to work, and that is why we template, so that we can, I mean, otherwise you have to try to automate, not automate, but yeah, you have to try to streamline the process as easy as possible, so that you can churn out, if it's like a project like this, there's like over 250 flags around the world, like the officially recognized countries, and some countries that are not recognized as countries but kind of are. There's a few that I can mention. I won't get into it on here though. But yeah, there are certain countries that are doing things that happened in another certain country where certain live streamers were born. But yeah, this flag is done. I'm happy with it. I'm just gonna click Control S here. Now flip. Oh no, I overwrote my group. That's terrible. So I'm just gonna undo everything here, and I'm gonna save my group again, my template, and I'm just gonna redo everything again. And now I'm going to, you see, this is why you save at the start. You save as soon as you open this file. Moore's group. We save, and we will save it as EPS and say illustrate 10. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the back end of my Shutterstock right now. I'm probably not going to load these tonight anyway. There's a couple more I would like to finish. I'm probably going to work on some of them off camera. Yeah, and I will probably load them the weekend. But I'm glad I've worked on this project again. It's a project that could be like finished over 2-3 weeks if I were to work on it every single day. But I don't, and that's also okay. But yeah, this was just another rebuilding, you know. Eventually this can be like a cool podcast / show sort of a thing that happens once a week. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with Arbjects Media yet. I'm sort of in a stage where I have a vague idea of what I want to do. And I'm just sort of trying to see what works, but it's very difficult because things are evolving so quickly. TikTok was nowhere a couple of years ago. And suddenly it's just the main platform. I'm not really that focused on TikTok yet, but I have a few plans for a couple of TikToks. I've actually had a TikTok sitting in Premiere for, it's been like a month now already. I'm just not happy with it yet. But I will eventually just dump it onto TikTok. I know that's not the right language or attitude to have about one's own work. But if you are a creative, if you really are the creative, that is the sort of a self-loathing attitude that you will have with regards to your work. Anyway, I'm super tired. Um, yeah, I will probably not live stream again this week. Maybe it should be Friday again, but not in the week during the week. Just need to take care of some stuff. But I'm definitely going to be building some elements, like the thing up here. I want more words to be there, and the thing over here, I want over here, over there. Where must my finger go? My finger must go this way. Over there. The thing over here, um, like there's like a subscription goal, and like you can have like a donation button or something. Um, but I want to make custom one so that it has a uniform look with like the Objects Media look and feel, with the hot, is it hot pink? With a hot pink and I don't even know the names of my primary colors of my brand identity of my Objects Media. Uh, yeah, but thanks. I see there was one or two extra faces, extra clicks tonight. I'm well aware of that there won't be a lot of people watching. Um, but yeah, we that's just how it goes. You keep on improving. You sort of have your goal, and you work towards it, and you make sure to rest in between. But yeah, that's how it goes. You sort of just keep plodding along. Anyway, today is Monday. I I lost it there for a second. Today is Monday. I'll probably spot you guys on Friday. But yeah, it's been a pleasure. And we will work on some